everybody. Sorry about that. I was having some Instagram problems. Welcome to a 45-minute all levels Yin Yoga class. My name is Sandy, if we have not met before. This is designed as a really nice way to help you ground before the beginning of the week or the end of the week, however you want to look at your Sunday. It's also just a really nice practice to incorporate if you practice cycling, running, any other type of high intensity activity. Highly encourage incorporating this into your regular workout routine. All right, and with that, let's all go ahead and get started on our backs in any comfortable reclining position that feels good to you. And just start to tune into the body. Taking note of the breath. Maybe you close your eyes. And observe how you feel today. Notice if your breath is fast, if it's slow. Not really changing anything, just noticing. And as you lie here in this comfortable reclining position, maybe you place one hand on your heart, one hand on your belly, so you can visibly and through the sensation of touch feel and connect with how your breath moves in and out through the body. Can you feel the chest rise and the chest lower? Can you feel the belly move with each inhale and with each exhale? And start to really notice the path your breath takes. In every part of the body, it changes as it flows through each inhale and each exhale. The belly rises, the chest rises. You feel that cool intake of breath through the nose or mouth. And on the exhale, a warm sensation as breath leaves the body. The chest sinks down, the belly sinks down. Really noticing that pattern of inhale and exhale. Moving through the whole body. Changing the whole body with each breath. And slowly let that observation dissipate. Letting your breath be neutral, your thoughts be neutral. Enjoying a few more moments of stillness. And when you're ready, lift the arms up and over for a nice big stretch. And on an exhale, roll over onto your favorite side, finding fetal position, resting the head on the upper arm. And gently pressing up and over into a nice tall seat. Eyes closed, hands at your heart. And then flutter your eyes open. Hello. We're going to move through one short breathing exercise together. We're just going to move through a few rounds of 2 to 1 breath. So what that looks like, your inhale will be to a count of 3, and your exhale will be twice as long to a count of 6. So it looks like this. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we'll be tapping into your breath control, and we'll get started together. We'll take one neutral round of breath to start. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, let it go. And begin. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale, 2, 3. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let your breath return to normal. Taking a moment to notice how the body feels. Noticing maybe a sense of calm. When we slow our breath down to elongated exhales, we tap into our parasympathetic nervous system, the system in our body that tells us to take a chill pill to calm down. So if you're ever feeling stressed or overwhelmed, it's a really nice really nice practice to adopt in your daily life. Go ahead and flutter your eyes open if they aren't open already. We'll move into our first shape together. So we have child's pose. I typically start all my Yin Yoga classes with child's pose. It's a really nice hip opener, a gentle shoulder opener. It's very grounding. So we'll move into the shape. Coming onto all fours to start. Bring your big toes to touch. Knees splay wide. Drop the seat back onto your heels. Walk the hands forward. Forehead meets the mat. And you settle into child's pose. Always the option here to take a pillow or padding and place it underneath your chest for a bit more support. And you just breathe. Settling in. And we're here for several minutes. Use this as time to scan the body for areas of tension. Anywhere that feels particularly tight. Can you relax the facial muscles? Can you let the upper body be heavy? Notice if you're gripping anywhere in the hip or lower body area. And can you find release there? Sinking further. And as we've been in the shape for about a minute, see if you can walk the hands an inch or two forward. Maybe trying to sink that seat down. You have the option to stay right here. Or you can bend at the elbows, bring the palms together, and bring them behind the nape of the neck for a little bit of a tricep stretch. Settling in for a few more deep, long breaths. Notice if the face has gotten tense again. And can you release? And from here, slowly release the arms down. If they're not on the mat already, start to press back up to a nice tall seat. From here, we're going to lower all the way down onto our backs for puddle pose, where we come in between each shape in our practice of Yin Yoga. So we come down to puddle pose to enjoy that sensation of our connective tissue moving back to its original location in the body. Might feel like a warm or tingly sensation. Might just feel like a sense of relief or release. And feel where that shape resonated the most in your body today. Maybe it was different than the last time you took the shape. Maybe the hips feel heavy. Maybe it's the upper body. Just notice. from here, start to lift the arms up and over for a nice big stretch. And then when you're ready, roll over onto your favorite side. And then press up and over into a nice tall seat. Eyes closed. I'm sorry, eyes open. Not closed. We'll move on to our next shape. So we're going to stretch out our quads a little bit. So if you have really tight quads, I'm going to give lots of variations in this shape. We're going to work with each side. And each side of your body might be really different. It might feel different today than it did last week. So all I ask is that you listen to your body, be kind to it, and know that there are lots of variations to make this shape accessible to however you're feeling today. So we'll go ahead and get into it. I like to start from a nice tall seat with our legs extended long. From here, we're going to shift our weight onto our right hip bone. We're going to bend this left knee back and place the top of the left foot on the mat. Now, if this is a lot of pressure on the top of this foot, you can always take a blanket or a pillow and place it underneath the foot. You can also take your mat and just fold it up. A little bit of extra cushion. And from here, you can take the hands right behind you, fingers facing back, and you can drop the head back. And this might be enough for you today. This might be exactly what your body needs, enough of a stretch in this quad. Now, if you need a little bit more, you can lower down onto the forearms, drop the head back. Or if you're really flexible, which I am not, you can lower all the way down onto your back. And wherever you choose, I really encourage you to drop this head back and let it be about the lower body. So let your upper body sink into the support of your bones. Let that throat get a nice stretch. And you breathe. Moving into the shape. Either variation is open to you. You can move through any of the three variations at any point as we hold the shape. You can always come out of the shape early if you'd like, but I encourage you, especially if you're feeling that sensation of discomfort, note it as discomfort. Note the difference between pain, which is not what we're going for, and discomfort, which is where we're going. We're going there for growth. We're going there for change. Sit with it. Sit with discomfort. Know that change is in discomfort. There is no change that comes without struggle. There's no change that comes without work. You have to do the work to change. You have to work and be uncomfortable. And this is such a good practice for that. As we take that practice of working through the tough things into the real world, think about this moment on your mat. See how you are able to work through the tough things. Such a metaphor for life, yoga. Every time I come to the mat, I'm like, whoa. This is real life. And it is. It is. Are you letting yourself continually look for those opportunities in this shape? If your body's opened up, maybe you sink a little deeper. Chase that discomfort. Let yourself do the work. Know that there's always room for growth. Always room for change. And it might look messy, right? This shape might not look like what it did last week. That's okay. Show up and do the work. Sit with it. And you will grow. About 1 more minute in this shape. Scanning the body for anywhere that you're really clenching. Are you resisting? Are you resisting that change in the body? Can you instead release? Replacing that tension with the softness. And slowly, whenever you're ready, start to think about lifting up and out of the shape. Taking your time, realizing that you've been in the shape for several minutes. Moving slowly. And all we're going to do is move into the shape on the other side. Simply by adjusting our legs. Shift the weight onto the other hip. Again, adding cushioning underneath this right top of the foot if you need it. Starting to settle in. Being mindful that the side might be different. It might be really different. So you might need to stay up on your hands here. You might be able to lower down. Or you might be able to find your back. Wherever you choose, let that head drop back. Breathing into it. Notice where you're holding tension on this side. Is it the same as the other side? You can stay as you are. You can sink a little bit further. A few more moments on this side. When you're ready, very slowly start to lift up and out of the shape, taking your time. You've been here for several minutes. And from here, unravel the legs. Extend everything out long. Start to lower onto your back for puddle pose. Taking a few moments to notice the impacts of the shape on the body. And from here, start to wiggle fingers and toes. Lift the arms up overhead. Nice big full body stretch. And when you're ready, roll over onto your favorite side and press up and over into a nice tall seat. Moving on to our next shape, we have turtle pose. So for turtle pose, bring the soles of your feet to touch. And press the feet far enough away to where you create a diamond shape between the legs. Like if you were to look down, you were like, this is a diamond. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So from here, place the palms up, slide them underneath your calves, reach forward to the feet as you let your spine curve, drop the head, neck, and shoulders down, and let the legs be heavy. And breathe. And settling in. Notice how the legs feel. Are they gripping? Are they holding on to tension, resisting gravity? And can you instead let go of that tension just a tiny bit? And feeling the spine curve. Notice a release in the lower back. If you'd like to take this shape a little bit further, you can always press these feet out just a little bit more. Notice, maybe that's a little too far for me. Notice how that does deepen the stretch in the legs particularly. Similarly, if you want to take some edge off, you can bring the feet a little bit closer in. A few more breaths in the shape. And very slowly start to lift up and out of the shape, lowering down on your back for a quick puddle pose. To observe the body and any changes that might have taken place as we held turtle pose. Excuse me, sorry. From here, start to lift the arms up and over for a nice big stretch. And when you're ready, roll over onto your favorite side. And gently press up and over into a seat. Moving on to our next shape, we have Sphinx pose or seal pose, whichever you choose. So to get into the shape, we're all going to come onto our bellies. From here, prop yourself up onto the forearms just like so. You can stay just as you are. You can drop the head down. You can create a little support for your chin by bending at the elbows and then holding your chin. You should be down no matter what to give the neck a break. This shape allows us to have a nice gentle compression in the spine. If you want to take it one step further, you can press into the palms and lift up, finding seal pose. Again, drop that head down and let this be about the spine, not the head. Notice sensations in the lower back, that gentle compression of the spine. Release tension from the shoulders. Let the shoulder blades slide down the back. Good work. About 5 more deep breaths in this shape. We're not here for as long as our other shapes. This compression can be quite intense for some of us, so we won't hold it as long. Maybe you try that seal pose if you haven't. Notice if you're clenching in the glutes. Try and release them. And when you're ready, lower down. Finding puddle pose on your belly just for a couple breaths. Maybe taking a pillow shape with your hands, resting your one temple on your hands stacked on top of each other. And from here, just start to press up and back into a nice tall seat. And then all the way onto your back. We'll find our final resting shape together, Shavasana, just for a few moments to reap the benefits of our practice. Settling in. You're welcome to stay here as long as you'd like in Shavasana. But if you're ready to move on with your day, lift the arms up and over for a nice big stretch. And then when you're ready, roll over onto your favorite side. And gently press up and over into a nice tall seat. Eyes closed. Hands at your heart in prayer. We'll end class together with one big breath. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, side out. Bring your hands to your forehead and bow forward, sealing your practice. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. My name is Sandy. If we haven't met in person, this was a 45-minute express Yin Yoga class. Any feedback, I'm always all ears. These classes are free for you guys to enjoy. Please send to your friends, your family, your loved ones. I am accepting donations on behalf of the Yoga Heights Teachers Fund to support full-time yoga teachers who have lost some of their main income due to the COVID-19 pandemic and the yoga studio, physical yoga studio closure. I'm also donating the other half of any proceeds made from these free classes to the Humane Rescue Alliance, our local animal shelter. Two really nice causes. We've raised over $1,000 since all of this started, and that's all thanks to you. All right, guys, enjoy the rest of your day and take care.